headset on my face. Just trying to do it without warming it up to the point that it fogs. Okay. Sweet. That looks good. Just going to tweak one of the settings. Bear with me just a moment if you can hear me. I don't know if I've gone live. I can't see the chat. Oh no, wait, I can see the chat. Can you hear me, folks? I've got the chat on my hand. Right, wait a minute. So 1280. I will put it in 1280 for the minute just because the frame rate is a bit oof. Okay. Headset on my face and not on my head. Well, my face is on my head, legend. Where's yours? Right. Okay, let's see how that... it's still... Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm looking at the performance graph on the Steam VR thing, and it's like, ooh, not sure about that. Right, and let me just minimize... Oops, oh, fuck, that was... Okay, that was completely the wrong button. I've minimized the whole... Oh, fuck me. Hang on. Oh, fucker. Right, yes. Okay. Minimize that. Good. Yeah. Minimize that. And then just select the game and nothing else. And then move the cursor. There we go. Right. Sweet. There we go. It's working. So, hi. Hi, everybody. How you all doing? You okay? 1 minute. Can you pet my dog? Yes, indeed you can, Topaz. All you have to do is bring some cheese over to Brighton and she will find you, don't worry. That being said, she is a little bit nervous. She warms up to people, to be honest. She warms up, but initially she's like, ooh, who are you? You know, she'll back away from you unless she knows you. And can you guys see the chat? No, you can't, so I can hold it in front of me and it's all good. So yes, hi. I hope you're all okay. Good morning. Happy Friday. Holy shit, that week went quickly. Happy Friday. Welcome to your... Yeah. Hang on. Welcome to the start of your weekend at the end of today. Let's see. Why am I moving? There we go. So, yeah, I've just got some background meditation music on or something. I just figured it would be some background ambience, but let me know if you want me to turn it down at all. So, just to let you know what's happening... Thank you, Kimi. Thank you. To let you know what's happening on the work front, so with YouTube, yeah, so it's the first week of work on the latest bullshittery. I've had about, well, this is editing day 4 because I was cheeky and I snuck off to go real fishing on Tuesday. So it's editing day 4 on the latest edit, and it's Holdfast bullshittery part 1. There was a Holdfast video previously, but that was a short 4-minute thing. It was just a quick gag that I fancied making. But yeah, this is a proper bullshittery, and all is well. All is underway. Just kind of cracking on with it, and yeah, we'll just try and get it to you as soon as I can. It's going to be another 4 or 5 week process though. So yeah, just cracking on. Is Cy and Gorty still together, as far as I know? Unless something hideous has happened in the last 2 days. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, so just working on the latest bullshittery. I'm in my flat. I'm going to admit, the flat smells. I don't know what it is. It's either the sink in there, so I put some bleach down the sink, or it's the bins outside. Yeah, it's not very nice smelling in here, so... The beautiful lake is juxtaposed by smelly bins, which is a bit weird. It's damaging my immersion. Right, hang on a minute. Oh, it's a tree. Let's go up here. So yes, welcome to a bit of VR. What is it? VR fishing simulator. So Messi bought me this as a gift. Messi and Digby over Christmas, and yeah, I just figured I'd give it a go, really, and. Is it you or is the mic quality a little potato today? It would be the Vive, Lord Solby. So the Vive mic is pretty naff, unfortunately. There are options you can purchase, but I'm going to be honest. I had a look at them. They're a bit awkward. There doesn't appear to be like a simple clip-on version that's attached to the Vive. It's all just third-party stuff that you clip onto the top. Anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? So I've lost my train of thought. So yes, just fishing sim. Work continues. Just got to relax. I'll show you Lulu on the floor behind me. She's just sitting on her cool mat. Oh no, she's moved. Where's she gone? I don't know. I've lost her. Oh, she's in front of me. Hello, sweetie. Hi. Hi, gorgeous. How you doing? I love you. Yes, I do. She's sitting at me wanting something. I show her on the camera, but you can't easily switch to the camera unless you minimize the game. Right. So yeah. Anyway, so just gonna chill really and just do a bit of fishing and yeah, just relax. So, welcome to Betty Lake. So this is the starting lake, a trout lake. I've never been trout fishing myself, so I'm not familiar. A predatory fish, so they don't really go for the same sorts of baits that many other fish go for, say on floats or weights. They go for things that are moving in. Well, technically they go for lots of things, apparently, many different types of trout. So on the line right now, I believe that's a boilie, a sort of a ball of crushed insect protein with some flavouring, probably vanilla or something. Yeah, okay, so let's just change that out then. I do want to try and save up a bit of money so I can afford a fishing license on a different lake, which is just a fancy way of saying unlocking another lake. Okay, so what have I got? So is that my starting rod or a better one? Pretty sure that's just my starting rod. Okay, feeder rod. Oh wait, that's a feeder rod? Hold up, I changed rods, didn't I? So that's a method feeder rod. So they're distinguished by their quiver tips. They've got very sensitive tips that move, say, with little more than a gram of weight on it. They'll quiver. So it's a very good way of detecting bites when you've got bait that's stationary on the bake of on the lake bed. So sorry, where was my other one? Do I not have it? Am I going mad? Caster, feeder. So that's feeder. Caster, fly, spinning. There it is. This is the one I wanted. Spinning. So presumably this is some sort of trout-specific rod, if it uses spinners. I must admit I don't really know much about spinners. Does fly fishing work for trout? I don't know, Halakaka. I don't know. Sorry, forgive me. Yeah, when we get into using spinner, predatory fish fishing. I've never really done that before. But I'm sure we can read about it. Right, so let's go with... So yeah, we'll re-equip a spinner. No, sorry, these are reels. So I want lures. Here we go. And from there, I want to select... So a spoon type of spinner is a very basic... Well, it is what it sounds like. It's like the hang on. So it's very much like a spoon. The end of a spoon that spins in the water and makes silvery patterns that looks like a fish in distress. So a prey animal. However, I think I have a slightly more fancy one, don't I? Let's have a look. Spinners. Yes, I've got this one. I bought this one, which I totally wasn't playing the game secretly last night. No. Okay, so this is a number 4, a number 2, a number 1. What size hook is it? Size 2. I see, so I can configure it. Let's do a size 4. So size 4 hook is quite large, to be honest. You're going to get pretty big fish on a size 4. You don't really need very large hooks, to be honest. And that's all I think it needs. Okay, so let's resume. So here we go. So I have a different rod now with a... Oh yes, I must apologise. I realised on looking at the VOD yesterday that all through the stream I was calling this a big rig. It's not a big rig. Sorry, the name of the reel. It's Big Pit. It's a big pit reel, not a big rig. I'm stupid. I'm so sorry. So, yes. So these... intentionally enlarged. It's all very big. It's all very weighty for long distance casting, a big pit reel, whereas a match reel is much smaller, much more dainty, with only a little bit of line on it typically, but a big pit often has hundreds of meters of line to cast really far into a deep lake, you know. But they're also good for beginners because they're very simplified, so you can see what's going on. Okay, 32 meters into the water, so according to these readouts, we're 31 meters out, and we're at a depth of 1.5. Obviously, you wouldn't get those readouts in real life. Oh, sorry, the dog's at my feet. She just flopped down. Okay, so we're just going to let it sink. I can actually switch on an underwater camera, as we can see here. So we have a trout. Oh, hello. Oh, we didn't see the spinner. So, hang on. So let's gradually, nice and slow, start reeling the spinner in. And so what this will look like, it will look like a prey fish that's just slowly swimming at the lake bed, you see? And then we're just going to let it fall. Yeah, sorry, Pootie. I looked back on the VOD, I was like, no, it's big pit, big fucking... Alas, I won't claim to be an expert on fishing. I've only really started last year. If anything, I'm just reciting what I've learnt through various tutorials. Okay. But also I've gone fishing quite a lot with methods and floats and ledgering, so yeah, I've been putting a lot of this into practice. Nice and slow. Drop it down again. So we don't want to go too high up in the water layer. Oh, hello. There's a dinky little fish there. Okay, just going to up the resistance on the line, so up the drag. Tiny little fish. What is this thing? Oh, yay, it's a pumpkin seed. Hello. Tiny, tiny fish. It is 15 centimeters and weighs 0.05 kilograms. I'll put you back, mate. There we go. Off you go. Right. What is that then? What is a pumpkin seed? Tell me about a pumpkin seed. I've never heard of it. Well, I heard of it as of last night, but... pumpkin seed. Is this sorted in alphabetical order? Pumpkin seed... I don't think it is it? Da, 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 da. It's probably just default, isn't it? Have a look at the default fish. Bluegill, crappie, mirror carp, breen. Oh, you're right, Lou. Hold up. You okay, honey? Sorry, she just made it sound like she was going to be sick there. Hi, you're right, sweetie. You okay? Yeah, she looks okay. She'll settle down. Pumpkin seed. These are sorted a bit strangely. No way to search through them quickly? Never mind. Okay. Right. Cool. Let's go. Cast again. Oh, 20 meters that time. Not a very good cast. Just let it sink. So yeah, for the people joining the stream, I hope you're okay. Right. Well, I'm 34. Indeed, I am, Green Valley. Yes. Okay, no luring method, so let's gradually lure it in. Be nice and slow. Let it sink again. Oh, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, release the drag on that. Okay, hang on. Just keep the line taut. I think we're okay. It's a small fish. It was just the speed of the grab that made it look big. Yeah, it's a small fish. It's another one, another pumpkin seed. New record this time. That's a 31 centimeter and 35 kilogram fish. Ooh. Okay then. Cool. Beautiful color. Sell it for $6 or just release it. I see, for one experience. It's a trade-off, is it? So either experience or cash? Let's take the cash. I see. Okay. Thank you, Mad King. Thank you very much. Welcome, Mad King. How hot is it in England? Nice job, Dave. It's getting quite warm. Getting quite warm indeed. I'm going to stay indoors in the shade, away from the sun. Okay, let's drop the drag on the line. Right. Sorry, what did I say? Did I say 35 kilograms? It's 0.35 kilograms. Yeah, it's 35 kilograms. Holy fucking shit! There we go. So I wonder what depth the trout are currently moving at then. We want to aim for the trout ideally, don't we? That's 2 meters, so 2.5 meters there. Let's reduce the drag on the line just in case a quick bite. Hello. Just in case a quick bite pulls the breaks the line. Let it sink again. Fish. Let it sink once more. Take it slower. How shallow are we talking? No, it's still quite deep. 2.6 meters. Straight slow, 1 meter. Let's recast again. Okay. Right. There we go. Oh, that's nice. 40 meters away. Nice. Okay, just let it sink. Hang on, just change view so we see it sink in the water. Yeah, so there we go. So often, if the lake bed is quite weedy, I was fishing at a venue in Lewis, which had one of its lakes which was exceedingly weedy. Every single time you cast your bait, it was very hard to determine if your bait was being stolen or if weeds were just snagging it. It was so weedy. So a good way to deal with that is to use a PVA bag. So effectively you put the hook and the weight in a water-soluble bag that looks like it's made out of plastic, but it's a sugar type thing. It's water-soluble. So you throw the whole thing in the water, well, you cast the whole thing in the water and then leave it. And what happens is the bag will dissolve quickly and leave a very neat little pile of bait on top of the weed, effectively. Like a tiny little pile, like someone's taken a scoop and just poured it into the water. And of course, it's much more visible on the weed layer, so it's not being scattered awkwardly amongst weeds, and the fish have trouble finding it. That being said, fishing in the weeds is often a good idea because, well, that's where the fish tend to hide. During the daylight hours, especially in the shallows, they're hanging out in thick weeds so they don't get murderized. So you could often get some very big fish, especially near lilies and stuff. Oh, hello, we got something. Okay, up the drag on the reel. Nah, it's quite small. It's not pulling hard at all. Nah, it's tiny. Okay. Teeny, teeny, teeny. It's another pumpkin seed. Okay, so I'm fishing at a water depth that's certainly getting these things a lot. They're a bit of a nuisance fish, just only 15 centimeters, so we'll just release that. Off you go, mate. Right, so let me just have a look then. So, tell me more about the trout. I really don't know much about trout, if I'm being honest. So, rainbow trout. The rainbow trout is a colourful fish from the Pacific salmonid family, native to the tributaries of the Pacific Ocean in North America. This species prefers cool, clean streams and lakes with highly oxygenated water. Adult rainbow trout are characterized by a pink band along their lateral line and always have black spots on their sides and their fins. As a bit of trivia, if you're not familiar, the lateral line is obviously the line down the side of the fish. Its purpose was not entirely clear for quite a long time. People who studied the fish weren't entirely sure what it was for. It's now believed to be a form of sensory organ, effectively, down the side of the fish. Tiny, minute vibrations can be picked up all down the side of the fish, allowing it, giving it a sort of 3D radar of its environment. So many fish have lateral lines, especially in the ocean. Yeah. Okay, so however, the colour depends on the age and the habitation of the fish. The rainbow trout can grow to be 140... Wow! Seriously? You are joking! 145 centimetres long and can reach a weight of 23 kilograms? Holy moly, I can see why they're popular. This is a predatory fish with a varied diet, and it will eat anything that catches its eye. Okay. The best weather conditions: morning, noon, light wind. Best luring methods: straight, lift and drop, stop and go, or twitching. So I'm using slow right now, so perhaps I'm not using the best thing. So morning, noon, and light wind. So what are the current weather conditions? Light wind and it's morning. Okay, so the weather conditions are fine. So let's shimmy a bit. Sorry, is the mouse on the screen? Is it? No, the mouse is off the screen. I think it's whenever I look at fish, someone said, let me just check. Let me just bring up that fish again. Is the mouse... Oh yeah, you're right. How strange. Let me move it now then, see if it makes a difference. The mouse, I can physically see the mouse. It's on the other monitor. How strange. Did it get teleported there? Hang on. Let me just try that again. Sorry, bear with me. Oops. Where's the controller? Okay, right, wait, and then yeah, oh, how peculiar. So I can see 2 mouse cursors. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm so sorry. You might just have to ignore it. Apologies. Yeah, there are 2 mouse cursors. One on the secondary monitor and one in the middle of your screen. Right, my controllers are backwards. Sorry. Okay, so let's shimmy over to a different side of the lake then. Maybe the trout just aren't here. Let's go all the way down to this end. Incoming oxygenated water? Maybe? Maybe we can find trout in this area? Let's have a look. Has it gone now? Yeah, it's gone now. Yes. Right. Stand up on this rock. So, right, so what was it? It was stop and go, wasn't it? That said that the method... Or twitching. So what's twitching then? Is that where I do that? What's twitching? Again, forgive me, I'm not really familiar with spinner fishing. I've never really sought out predatory fish. There are some predatory fish on the lakes that I go to, though. They stock them with perch and pike. But I'm going to be honest with you, they intimidate the fuck out of me, especially pike. I don't know what to do with a pike if I caught one. Okay, so stop and go. So hang on a second. So, fishing techniques. Fishing techniques are a few things you must be aware of to attract the attention of fish. The hook size must be chosen according to the size of the fish. Bait lure type, weather conditions, luring method. Here we go. Stop and go consists of repeatedly reeling in the bait and lowering it back down to the bottom, leaving it at the bottom for a short period of time. Or twitching consists of twitching the bait by regularly lifting the rod tip. Okay, let's try the first one. So, I see. So that's stop and go. I see. So we're repeatedly... I see. We're trying... Oh, bugger, it started raining. That's not good for the trout. Good for carp, though. So we're making it look like a small fish that's darting from cover to cover, I think. So wait for it to be on the ground. There we go. Oh, frame rate's dipping there. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a big one. That's a trout. Does that mean they come to the surface when it rains? Maybe. Fish learn that they can get insects that wash into the water when it rains. That's why they often get... Well, one of the reasons why it's much easier to catch fish in the rain. So I'm trying to do the stop and go method, but I don't think I'm doing a very good job of it. I'll reel it back in. Hang on, there we go. That was a good cast. There we go. So just let it sink. Hello, spinner. Try fly fishing? No, I've never tried fly fishing either, sorry. So I've tried float fishing, method fishing, and ledgering. A lot of ledgering. Which is, if you're not familiar, it means weighing the bait down and having bottom-feeding fish search for it, which is a good idea because the largest fish tend to be at the bottom of lakes. They don't tend to surface much for fear of herons and shit. So how do I do a stop and go method? There we go, so that's stop and go. So it's grounded. Ground. we go. So I'm doing it. So how many seconds must I leave it stopped, do you reckon? 1, 2, 3. Maybe I pulled it too quickly there. Ground. Maybe I should slow down on the pulling. Let's try that. Oh, shall I tell you what? Let's try this for a second. Hang on. Just try moving it via the rod. Like that, as opposed to the reel. So the straight luring method is easy. I'm struggling with the other ones, as you can see. And it seems that the other ones are the ones that attract the trout. Maybe we should wait until later in the day when the rain stops. Let's try that. Hang on. Let's go down here. Oh, I didn't set the time of day. Let's try noon. It said they fished. There we go. Right. If you think you were fishing too close to the bottom, trout don't really eat from the bottom. Do you reckon? Okay. So let's go down to about 2 meters in the water layer. Straight, slow. So straight, slow is easy. Let's just do regular straight then. Straight. So we're quite close to the surface there, aren't we? Bring her in. Right. Shit. Ah, hang on. Fucking. There we go. Okay. Oh, was that a sub bomb? Sorry, I need to check the subs. No, I'm so sorry. I've been ignoring all of you. I'll get to it just momentarily. Thank you if you are subbing. I need to get some sort of notification. I think Bavin sorted it out, the problem with VR. It's hard to actually see what's going on when you've got the headset on. Thank you sincerely, folks. Let's go a bit faster then. Do I need to hold the rod forward like this, maybe? No. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Sorry, let me just go read the subs. Sorry for neglecting you. Hang on, bear with me. Thank you very much, Zemo, BJ Baxter, Amethyst. Holy shit, Duafel. Thank you very much for your sub bomb, Duafel. Thank you for your kindness. Mr. Norro, Hall of Game, Dave, Baconator, Xavier, The Dark Dongus, Alvna, Vogel, Raniva, Fragment, Mr. Fluffy Bunny, Himburn, Cody, Unicorn, Don Bertzel, Saint Void, Speedo, holy shit folks, Erinal, Irandas, The No Drama Llama, Elinol, I Like Boats, Jager, Shogo, Autismo, and Verzel Bird. Thank you all of you, holy shit. And thank you again, Duafel, for your sub bomb. Thank you kindly, folks. Holy shit, thank you. Right. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Sincerely. Holy moly. You're far too kind to me. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, tell you what, I'll show you some stuff later. I've got some props on the desk next to me. I went over to my tackle box and I started pulling out some stuff if I wanted to do a show and tell. Like a bunch of, hey, here's like a different type of weight or whatever. Or, yeah, I'll show you. Most it's because I'm doing spinner fishing right now, so I don't really have any equipment to show that. I need to get to a different lake and try carp fishing. Okay, there we go. So let's try now. So what's straight then? Straight, slow. I just want to do straight. So just... Okay, that's straight. That's speed. Drop down again. Give it a bit more depth. How are we doing? Maybe there's just not many fish in this area. I see, that's straight. Get that speed. Sweet! Holy shit, let's try that again. Do a long cast. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Let it sink to about 2 meters and... straight. There we go. Hold the rod steady. Keep the speed consistent. Make it look like a prey fish that's swimming near the surface. Straight, 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 straight. Stop. Let it sink a bit deeper. So yes, the flickering of the spinner makes it look like a... Oh, hello, we got something. All right. Okay, up the drag. It's coming towards us, so we reel in. Now it's trying to swim away. Just let the drag... Oh, it's not small. It's not huge either. Okay, we've got maximum drag on the line there. So the idea... Whoa, if you've not seen this before, the idea is that we're trying to tire the fish out by giving it line if it wants it, but reeling it in as it comes close, as it turns to face us, effectively. And over time, you'll tire the fish out. There we go. Whoa, okay, holy moly. A brook trout, a new record, everybody. Hello. What are you? Beautiful colour on that. Look at that. Wonderful red belly. A freshwater fish. So it's not a bottom feeder based on the configuration of the mouth there. That is a very wide open mouth. A predatory fish, definitely. Beautiful colour. Brook trout, 1.82 kilograms and 58 centimeters in length. Beautiful fish. Okay. Let's sell that one for $29. There we go. So tell me about a brook trout. What is a brook trout? This thing here. A brook trout is a fish from the Salmonidae family. They are found in the rivers of northeast United States, but were artificially introduced in Europe. The brook trout prefers clean water. It most commonly inhabits rivers, streams, medium and large lakes. Usually, these fish have a greenish-brown color and a characteristic marbled pattern with a green, red, and yellow spots on the greenish-yellow side. The dorsal and tail fins are light olive. The brook trout reaches up to 86 centimeters in length and weighs up to 7 kilograms. Wow. They feed mainly on insects, larvae, crustaceans, and fish. The best weather conditions are morning, noon, light wind, best luring methods straight, lift and drop, stop and go, and twitching. I've caught 2. I don't think I have. Did I catch one of those before? I don't remember. Beautiful fish. Beautiful. Okay. Right. Sorry, yes, the mouse cursor will show when I'm on that screen. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. I've tried to switch it off. Oh, it's raining again. So at this point, an angler would retreat into their fishing bivvy, like a nice cozy tent. I've had some very nice mornings where I've just been sitting by a lake in a warm tent with a cup of coffee. You can only really sit down in them. They're not very big. Let's wait until... Oh. Will it stop raining in an hour? Nope. Oh, we'll give it another shot, though. Okay. Right. Am I an expert or fishing or something? No, I'm a relative newbie, Phoenix. I used to fish when I was a teenager, but I rapidly got priced out of the hobby because it's a very expensive hobby. However, last year, I realized that I was stuck in the flat for long periods of time just doing editing or streaming, and I desperately wanted to get out in the open air. So I realized that I could restart fishing again. So I did. I started buying some, instead of just some cheap, whatever gear you could salvage as a teenager, I bought some decent equipment, and I started going to fisheries in the Sussex area. So a fishery being a lake not dissimilar from this, where the stinging nettles are cleaned out, and there's like tap water over there, so you just general amenities, toilets or whatever in like a lodge over at one side of the lake, and anglers can go for the day and just go with their families and just sit there by the side of the lake. And many of the fisheries, most of them are also stocked, so they make sure that there's something in the lake. They make sure that they're feeding them when there's no food otherwise. And some of these fish can grow very large indeed. Some of the carp in these fisheries, many fishery owners take enormous pride in their carp. There's a very strict catch and release policy at these places. You do not kill something you pull from the lake, because obviously you can release it safely, and it can it can grow larger to be caught by the next man. And these fish can live for 20 years or so. They can grow very large indeed. And as the larger they get, the wilier they get, the harder they are to catch. Oh, hello. Is that one of them? I think it might be another one. Hi. So what I just tried to do there was a method. So, you can use stalker rods. I bought a stalker rod, actually. Show and tell time. Where's my stalker rod? I think it's in the room with me. Did I prop it up against the wall? Hang on a second. I did. Oh, shit. How am I going to get the camera? Oh, hang on. I can work this out. Bear with me. I can't easily put the camera up with a game in process. Or can I? No, it doesn't easily show it. Hang on. So if I minimize the game and then open up a separate VR view. Okay, there we go. Cool, and then, yeah, there we go. So the game itself is minimized. You're looking at what Steam can see. Hang on. So this is what Steam can see. Right, and then over here. Oopsie. Sorry, bear with. Oops. Okay, and then... Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. Right. This is a stalker rod. So, this is a very... I suppose you could call this like a sawn-off when it comes to fishing. It's a very small rod, about 6-footer. So typically a rod of this sort of, this type would be a 12-footer. So this is a very small rod. Cork handle, very, very lightweight. The idea behind this particular type of rod is that if you can spot a fish in the water, often resting in the reeds, you may be able to drop the bait directly down on its head. So if you keep your gear light and walk up and down the riverbank trying to spot them, you can actually just do a tiny little cast out in front of you. So emphasis with the stalker rod is placed on making it extremely lightweight. So yeah, it is a dinky little thing, very dinky little rod with a lovely cork handle which smells lovely. Right, compare and contrast, everybody. Compare and contrast. So that's a 6-foot cork-handled stalker rod for catching fish in the margins. Is the official, as in next to the pegs on the edge. I think that's a competition term, in the margins. So the fish that are swimming not in deep water but next to you, effectively trying to hide. Right. Now compare. Sorry, where's my? There we go. There's the chat. Can you see the chat? There we go. Right. Compare and contrast to this motherfucker. This is a carp rod. This is a 12-foot carbon fiber, fucking thick as anything, no give on that at all. This is for catching carp. This is one of those big pit reels that I mentioned. Massive, enlarged, huge amounts of line on this. It's very weighty. But this thing will catch you the big, like, frickin' 30-pound carp or whatever. Yeah, this is a proper carp rod. And I have 3 of these So my rod pod can fit 3, but I typically have only 2 on at any one time. And the third one is like a smaller match rod or something, like a smaller what's the word I'm looking for? A waggler, like a very thin tipped rod, so I can tell if I'm using a float, for example. Because sometimes, if I'm being honest, if you just use carp rods, it can get a little bit boring because you're sitting there not really doing much. Whereas if you've got 2 of these, you can sit these down and just let them sit at the bottom of the lake, not the rod, but their hook. Just let them sit at the bottom of the lake for a few hours, and in the meantime, you can be float fishing or doing something. Yeah. So, yeah, this is my hobby. This is one of 3 of these. I think they're all the same model. In fact, I really liked it. I bought that model. I was like, whoa, this is cool. Right, hold up. Sorry for those who have no interest in fishing. I just like my hobby. Hang on. Just gonna pop that back. Try not to knock things over because it's so bloody chunky. Whoa! Holy shit. Ah. Da, 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 da. Can you guys see everything? Oh, what? So you're still on the Steam view, aren't you? Yeah, hang on. That's the Steam VR view. So let me just switch that off. Yeah. Then can take you back to the game for a better resolution. Okay. Cool. Hi! Oh, don't sniff that one. No, that one doesn't have a cork handle. That's just plastic. So yeah. Oh, fishing is comfy as fuck. Indeed it is, Bibbin, especially if you're in the rain. So you're sitting there, you're wearing full waterproofs, so you're nice and dry, and you've got a nice little bivvy next to you, so a small tent you can sit down in. You're completely sheltered. You've got all your stuff in front of you, and you've got a nice cup of coffee and a big, like a cooler next to you full of snacks for the day. Yeah, it's a very cozy hobby. Well, I suppose it depends on what you do. Some people like to go fly fishing out in the river, so some people love to sit float fishing for the day. Some people go, match fishing in competitions. It's a very broad thing. Let's go that way. Oh, 41-meter cast, excellent. Have I ever eaten any fish I've caught? Back when I was a teenager, I went on a fishing holiday, I suppose. We stayed with a family that we knew. It was like a relatives, really. So what was it? My mum's boyfriend at the time had like a sister who lived up in Scotland, and anyway, but we stayed up there, and there was some island. There's a chain of islands called the Isle of Skye, the Isle of Rum, the Isle of Muck, the Isle of... Oh, consider using a bigger hook. Sorry, bear with. What have I done? Bigger hook? A size 4 is a big hook. Are you joking? A size 4 is a very large hook. Okay, we'll switch to a size 2. Right. Sorry, what was I saying? But yes, so a whole bunch of Scottish islands, and we would go out on like a trawler. They were proper fishermen. Yeah, they were a fishing family, so not like recreational anglers, like trawler nets and lobster pots, that sort of thing. But yeah, we did go mackerel fishing, and we did eat those. We caught like a whole load of mackerel, and we brought them back on the islands, and we had a barbecue in the open Scottish Highland air with the most astonishingly beautiful view. I don't know if you've ever seen the Scottish Highland. Well, the Scottish, is it the Hebrides? Or is that their name? Is that bullshit? The islands scattered around Ireland. The islands scattered around Scotland. If you've ever seen the film Prometheus, you remember the start of the film Prometheus? That island that they're all on, those beautiful rocks, and just this open ocean. So that's what you could see for miles and miles around as we had an open barbecue on the hillside, covered in sheep. Well, we weren't, but the hillsides were. Nah, that was a bad lure. I didn't do that properly. Ah, there we go. You live in Scotland, so yes, it's amazing. Hello there, Nizar. Your country is beautiful. Shame about the Scots, though. Nah, I'm just kidding. We love you, really. More so, I tell you what, it's not that we love you, but we love you more than we love the French. I think we can all agree on that. That's the true test of our union, everybody, here in the United Kingdom. Welsh, Irish, English, Scottish, we hate each other, yes, but we hate the French more. Fuck Napoleon. Right. I've just summed up 19th and 18th century policy there. Foreign policy. Fuck the French. And the Spanish at the time. And the Americans a bit later. And the Portuguese. And the Dutch. Fuck, we hated everybody, didn't we? Holy shit. Oh dear. Right. Don't worry, the French don't like us either. Not surprised. Not surprised. Oh dear. Nah, I'm just joking. Or am I? Let's sink a bit deeper. Oh, we got something. Whoa. Keep the line taut. If you're using a boat, hang on. Lower the drag on that reel. Whoa. So it's not huge, but it's not small either. That's what I said. Never mind. There we go. So keep. So it can pull line off if it really wants to, but it will experience drag on the line. So we're tiring it out. It's not huge. I think it might be a bull trout, maybe. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's tired. It's tired. I might. Oh, it's the last one we caught. What's it called? Hey, a brook trout. A new record for it as well. Look at that beautiful color. Wonderful color. 62 centimeters. So what I'm doing there is actually quite naughty. One should not be doing that with a fish. So holding it by its mouth parts like that, so its full body weight is on its jaw. That's very naughty. One should be using a net for this. Keep its body weight off the jaw. Otherwise, if you put it back, it might struggle to survive. So yeah, a catch net is super important, along with a cradle, so you can lie it down. Again, just keep its body weight, and also you want to protect it. So most fish have an anti-parasite layer of, I suppose, gel over its scales. So you don't want to scrape that off. You want to keep that intact. So you scoop it with a net. The nets are also cleaned. Most venues will have They'll have a dip. You dip your nets in to kill any bacteria on the nets. So yes, it goes from net to cradle, and then back to net, and then back in again as quickly and as seamlessly as you can, so to minimize stress on the fish. Okay, so this one's being sold anyway, so we're going to kill it. So 62 centimeters and 26 kilograms. Right. Yes, slime, gel. Some of it's quite disgusting, Laser. I always keep a big sachet of wet wipes next to me because it can be quite gross. But again, just keep it speedy, keep it moving along. Make sure the fish is as healthy as you can, and then quickly put it back in seconds if you can. Don't linger. The fish is obviously not having a good time, so you don't want to make it suffer. You don't want to be cruel. Okay, how much cash do we have? $94. Okay. I want to try and save up for that other lake. I think it's about $300. The British take care of their fish better than their people. Probably, Nova. But yeah, I mean, you want to go to a recreational fishing lake, and you want to keep going back, so you want to keep the fish stocks healthy. Plus, the healthier the fish, the harder they fight. Well, the more fun it is. Fish that just give up immediately are kind of boring to catch. Might as well go to a supermarket. They've got them in plastic. Alright. So the type of line that I'm using right now is called monofill. Oh, hello. Monofill is, I believe it's nylon, if I recall correctly. It's very cheap and mass-produced. You can buy it in huge reels. A lot of anglers use it for their main line. So it's like an extruded nylon, I think. I might be wrong there. Oh, it's another one. Oh, very nice. So not a record, another brook trout, 60 centimeters and 2.06 kilograms. Sell for $32. Excellent. Let's do that. Okay. Nice. Sorry, just turning towards the camera. Cool, we're good. So what was I saying? So yes, so mono mainline is pretty much the standard really when it comes to, well, it's falling out of favour a bit for what's known as braid, which is a synthetic line that's woven into a braid. The thing with mono is that it's cheap, but it also can get damaged by UV, by UV quite easily, and also it absorbs water. So fairly quickly you can find that your main line will start to become damaged, and if it becomes damaged, then it can break. But again, it's cheap, so it doesn't really matter that much. Also, mono is very elastic indeed. So if you're casting long distance, it's very hard to tell what the fish is doing, because you can't feel... Effectively, the fish's motions are absorbed by the bounce on the line, which is why a lot of people are favouring braid, so the woven stuff. In fact, I've got a few bits of it here. Let me show you momentarily. Again, my show and tell. I've got like a bunch of... I've opened up my tackle box next to me. Let me show you this. So this... Hang on. Da, 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 da. VR view. There we go. Da, 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 da. Where is it? Cool. So I've got 3 pieces of fishing line in front of me, just to show you, just to give you comparison. It might be hard to spot with the blue, but we'll see how we go. Hang on a second. Right, so this in my hand. So this would be the mono, so the nylon. This is a 30-pound line, so that is quite a chunky. That is quite chunky indeed. This elastic line here. So can you see how quite thick and obvious that is? But again, it is very cheap to mass produce, so which is why lots of people use mono. Now, let me show you this. This is braid. Now, this is a 30-pound line. Look how thick that is, 30 pounds. This is 50. See this here? Look how much thinner this is. This is braid, and this is 50. It is so thin, no give at all. Sorry, I should have cut off more. I can't wrap it around my finger. It's too small. But yeah, there is like next to no give on this line whatsoever. It's quite expensive, mind. Braid is quite expensive. But yeah, this thing, you can really feel every bit of vibration down this braid. I'm not sure how clear that's coming through on the blue light. Now there's one more thing I want to compare, which is this. This is fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon is basically just plastic. This is what people use for their main line, the braid, this is what people use for the hook length. In the water, it is practically invisible. So it is almost transparent. I think this is about a 7-pounder line, actually. So yes, people use the braid for their main line, generally. Again, if they can afford it, it can be quite expensive, very expensive. Whereas people, when it comes to the hook length, tend to use the fluorocarbon. Sorry, is that definitely the fluorocarbon? Yes, to make it like an almost transparent fishing line. Yeah, you can kind of see. Yeah, so it might be quite hard to see. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is definitely the right one. The blue is making it hard to tell. The trouble with fluorocarbon, though, the reason why people don't... Oh, well, you know, why not just use fluorocarbon for the whole damn line, then, if it's near invisible? Shit, I've dropped the other 2. God damn it. I've dropped the other 2 somewhere on the floor. Alright, I'll find them later. Lulu won't notice them. She won't care. Hang on. So why do people not just use the near-invisible fluorocarbon? The reason is... Hang on. VR view. There we go. Oopsie. The reason is it will spring up on your line really easily. It remembers the shape. it effectively has... Well, I'm trying to find the word for it. So effectively, if you wrap a circle with it, wrap it around your reel, it will try and return to that shape in a way that will cause your line to start like bundling up in the water. And it's a pain in the damn... It's a real pain in your ass. It will... So if you bend it, if you twist the line, it will struggle to return to its original shape. So it's a good idea to use a small amount of fluorocarbon, but don't use it for your whole main line. Otherwise, you're going to be spending your whole fishing session going fucking untangling nests around your reel. Fluorocarbon is expensive. Is it expensive? I didn't notice it was very expensive. I've been buying... Well, I suppose I've been buying hook lengths, I suppose, not main length quality. So I would have about 100 to 200 meters of a main line on my reel, and then I'd have a few inches of hook length. So I suppose, yeah, maybe I just haven't noticed. Hang on. So yeah, those are the three main types of fishing line that people use. So I've got some mono right here. So a bit elasticy for the long distance, but very cheap and easy to mass produce. So it's everywhere. In addition, when it comes to tying your line, it is a very good idea, it's strongly encouraged in fact, to make sure that your hook length, so the distance between the hook and the float or the weight or whatever, is a few pounds lower in breaking strain than your main line. It is effectively sacrificial. So in the event of a snag, or you hook a big fish that you've got no chance of reeling in, rather than your entire line breaking and then you lose everything, the only thing you lose is your hook length. So say, for example, I typically fish, often, on a 10-pound main line, so a 10-pound breaking strength main line, and I'll drop my hook length to, say, 6 pounds or 4 pounds. It depends on what I'm doing. So in the event of a snag, the hook length will break. Now, in addition, when you go to these fishing venues, it's strongly recommended that you use something called an inline weight, which, in fact, I have one. So I'll show you momentarily. An inline weight is basically just a weight with a hole drilled in it. Drilled in it? A hole drilled through it. And your main line just threads through it. So if your main line snaps, the weight just falls off. This is because you don't want the weight being left in the poor fish's mouth. That would suck for the fish. So if you get snagged or the fish is just too big and the fish snaps the line, which happened to me on Tuesday. So I tried to catch a carp and I fucked up and it snapped my main line. But because I was using an inline weight or an inline method feeder, which is just got the weight on it, it just fell off. So I didn't see it fall off, but I know it fell off. So it just fell off and just fell to the bottom of the lake, which is annoying. But it better lose a cheap like 90 pence weight than a fish that could be alive for like 20 years. You know, one is more important than the other, and all that leaves in the fish's mouth is the hook. And because you use barbless hooks, so a hook without a point, like a sharp, jagged point on the end. The fish will just spit it out. It'll just go, just get rid of it. It'll probably take it a few minutes, but it'll just go, and just get rid of it. So you're just trying to maximize the survival chances of the fish if something goes wrong. Hell, if something goes right. You just need to make sure that the fish's welfare is considered. So yeah, if you start tying your weight... not getting much luck here. Is it too late in the day? We could change the time. Yeah, let's go earlier. So the next day, I guess. Go over here. Oh, it's raining now. Damn. So yeah, you could tie your weights to your line, but again, if the main line snaps, then the poor fish could be left dragging this weight around, which may kill it. You know, it may struggle. Depends how big the fish is. It's also a good idea if you ever catch a fish to just take a moment to give it a look over, look inside its mouth. You may find that there's a hook, for example, that's been jammed there and it can't get rid of. I've never had that happen so far. But just in case, have a quick look and see if you can dislodge anything that perhaps is stuck in it. Let it sink again. Oh, hello. Bull trout, maybe? Okay, let's cast again. Ah, fuck's sake. I'll try a side cast, hang on. Ooh. Okay. Indeed, yes, of course, Dabir. I suppose I'm mainly talking about recreational fishing. Obviously, there's many different types of fishing, yes, of course. But I'm mainly talking about... So if you're by a river or you're by a lake, generally you're not fishing to eat. You're fishing because you're having a day out at the lake. So it's doubtful that you'll take and kill, especially if you're doing coarse fishing. So fish that aren't all that palatable. You wouldn't go down to your local river, for example, next to a council estate and want to eat what comes out of it, if you know what I mean. With the shopping trolleys and the bicycles and the people dumping whatever the fuck they want in the river. Yeah, I'm not going to eat anything that comes out of that. Fuck that shit. Oh wow, that was a fucking hell. It was a huge cast. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, we can drag that all the way across the lake. Let it sink. Oh yeah, I really want to go to the other venue. I just don't think I can afford it yet, can I? No, we're still a way off. Oh, I'm sure there's some other venues I can afford. We should try one out. I'll try some other fishing methods as well. There we go, just do a straight. Straight, straight, straight. Replicating the movements of a prey fish. Okay, stop, let it sink deeper. Have a look around, anything? Oh, hello, we might have caught something, hang on. Yeah, there we go, it's got it. There we go, up the drag. Come on. Come on. Pull it towards it. Whoa, hello. Mind the breaking strain. Come on, mate, come on, mate. Whoa, okay, ease up a bit. Need to keep the tension on the line, otherwise the fish will just spit the hook out. Many fish have figured out that they can stay still in the water after they're hooked, and so long as they don't move, they can spit the hook out. That's one of the fun challenges of going carp fishing. The older the carp, the smarter they get, and so they've figured out a lot of these techniques. And they don't work anymore because the big fish are clever. Well, hey! Brown trout! Hello! So what's a brown trout then? A new record. 65 centimeters, 3.31 kilogram. 3.31 kilograms. That's a beautiful color on it. Look, it doesn't have the red belly. It's got a white belly on this. Yeah, pretty fish. Okay, we'll sell it for $52. That's a valuable fish. Okay. Very nice. Brown trout. Excellent. Let's have a look then. Tell me about a brown trout. Okay, sorry, that's a brook trout. What's a brown trout? The brown trout is a river and lake fish from the Salmonidae family, which travels from lakes to rivers during spawning and can grow in warmer waters as compared to... It can grow in warmer waters as compared to trouts. This fish is appreciated by anglers and usually has an olive-brown colour with yellow-brown stripes and black, red, orange spots. It is a relatively large fish, reaching up to 20 kilograms in weight. Wow. And 100 centimeters in length. However, the average weight can vary by as much as 4 kilograms. The brown trout mainly feeds on smaller fish. Morning, noon, and light wind with no rain. Yeah, another predatory fish. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Bakari says it usually means you're fishing too close to a sewage outlet. Yep, it's a rainbow trout covered in shit. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Right. Sorry, could you bear with me just a moment? I'm just going to grab some water because I'm quite thirsty. Bear with me a second. Hang on. Oh. Thank you, Warrenit and Darioff, FKTV, Taylor Polynom, Korgblam, Helco, Mr. Ha, Eprox, Terracron, Dark Dreamow, Glober, Chrono, Iron Julia, Pickle Tiger, Skelex, Zemo, BJ Baxter, Amethyst, and Duafel again. Thank you sincerely, folks. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you. And M. Noro, thank you. Bear with me just a moment. Just grabbing some water. Oh, hello. I'll tell you, it does smell in here. There's something's definitely decomposing. Probably the bins. I need to take the. Well, it could be the sink. I don't quite know. It's when you step out the room and step back in, you're like, oh, there's a bit of a whiff. I hope it's not the bins outside. Otherwise, I'm not going to get rid of that. Okay. Oh, ouch. Oh, sorry. Just stabbed myself with my own VR headset. Okay. Hi, people joining the stream. Yeah, I'm okay, Medito. I'm okay indeed. Just gonna crack on with work fairly soon in the form of hold fast bullshittery. But yeah, all good indeed. Hang on just a tick. What is she doing? Hi. Hi, sweetie. You okay? Yeah, she's just resting. Right, indeed I am, Coco. It's a VR fishing game that I've been doing that Messi and Digby bought me. Hi. Hi, gorgeous. You went for a walkies this morning and you didn't like your cool coat. I bought her like it's just a sort of plasticky coat that you dunk in the water and it evaporates, the water evaporates and it cools her down. And even though she does much better when she's wearing the cool coat, she's running around in the sun and she's clearly not even panting. She's nice and cool. She hates the thing, so she rolls in dust and dirt and rubs her bum against the kitchen counter at the cafe. She's like, get it off, get it off. And it's currently in the bathroom, soaking in fairy liquid in the sink because of how much dirt and crap she's coated it in. Yeah, she's okay. And unexpectedly, it's actually kept her quite clean. I can't feel dust particles on her. Yeah, but she also struggles, Iridium. The breed struggles with the heat. They don't tolerate the heat very well. Hi there, Rapid. Hello indeed. Oh, really? Yeah, nice, creator. Best of luck with your fishing, sir. Yeah, I don't really go boat fishing myself. When I was a teenager, I used to go fishing off harbour arms. But, so you'd get some of the same species that you would get out in the ocean. But yeah, now I do still water, so lake fishing, which is what this is. Right, hang on. Sorry, just sipping some more water. Thank you, Sonoblock and Warrenit and Daroff and FKTV. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Ah, the headset keeps slipping down into my face. Ah, damn thing. Hang on. It's a case of managing which window is open on the screen at any one time. Right. Let's try a different venue. So I've got $178. Let's go back. Have I ranked up? I'm now level 4, aren't I? You get different skill unlocks. I like that more experience gives you a beard. Use boats. Hunter vision. Yeah. Use an auger to make holes for ice fishing. Yeah, interesting. Oh, got my hands around the wrong way. Ice fishing. Never done ice fishing. There's no real substantial ice here in the UK. Not anymore. Oh, biggest specimen bull trout. Okay. So hang on, what other fisheries are there? Where can I go? So the Betty Lake is the one I'm on. Betty Lake in the winter, so same species, just as winter fishing. Okay. Powell Lake, buy license for $300. St. Zeno's Lake, $400. That one is... So these are different levels that I don't have. Atchafalaya Basin, swampland in the United States, in Louisiana. Louisiana. Okay. The Uvac River in America? Maybe? I don't know. Penis Bay. Penis Bay, sorry, not Penis Bay, in Panama. The ocean. Oh, wow. Moraine Lake in Canada. Same, but in the winter. Kariba Dam. Oh, I can go to that one. Tigerfish. Tigerfish. Bream. Ooh. Not familiar with any of these fish. Interesting. Greenland. Salmon. Cod. Ooh. Greenland. Amazon River. Alligator. Piranhas. Really? Seriously? Piranhas? You just dip your hand in. Japan. Ooh. Trout. Koi carp. Tench. I'm a bit more familiar with them. I'm surprised there's no common carp. It's like they're considered like the king of coarse fishing. Genuinely surprised. Yeah, crucian carp, koi carp. There's tench. Mirror carp? Any mirror carp? Yeah, very surprised that there's no... I want to go carp fishing. Where's the carp? Barbel, zander, chub, roach, mirror carp. So you can get some there, but it's level 7. Bream, chub. Here we go. Yeah, I want to go here. Really. That looks exactly like the sort of place that I fish. These sorts of nice rivers. Need to get more money though. I got to buy the license to do it in the... Hang on. So let's go to... Japan. Okay. Yeah. Koi. You can actually catch koi? Yeah. Common misconception about piranhas, they're scavengers and tend not to eat things that are still alive. Yeah. But haven't you seen the movies? Like, you know, the horror movies? Like, I don't know, what's a piranha horror movie? I'm sure that there's fucking dozens of them. Oh, wow! Canoes! Can I go in the canoe? Can I really go in? Do I not have the press enter button? Bait, hit an obstacle. How do I get into it? Oh, I don't have the required skill. Story of my life. Okay. That must be really awkward though, fishing from a canoe. If you have any sort of problem. I was like, oh, my gear's over there. Okay. So where are the pegs? Oh, wow. Holy shit, this place is huge. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, wow. There's even like a castle. And a giant red standy-uppy thing. Okay. Ah. Nice. Oh, there's even a volcano. Ah. Cool. Right. Let's have a go then. So, hang on, what am I fishing for at this venue? Let's have a look. What do we got here? So, we've got trout, regular just trout, koi as well, Japanese eels, tench. Ooh, I love tench. Nice, beautiful fish, tench. Hang on, so let's have a look then. So, what would be the best time to... wait, go back to the whole list. Koi carp. So yeah, effectively just the decorative variant of the common carp, ornamental purposes. None caught. Morning, evening, night. Light wind, no rain. Lift and drop, stop and go. Boilies, corn and worms. Yeah, we'll just try some float fishing to start with then. Okay. So, oh, hang on. So let's go with... Switch my rod over to the caster rod. There we go. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, I have a feeder, don't I? Yeah, I've got a feeder rod. So, quiver tip. Let's stick with the spinner rod for the minute then. Yeah, I've already got it. So what have I got? I've got monofill 1.6k G breaking strain. That's equipped. So get rid of the spinner. Yeah, I need to just afford better equipment, don't I? So floats. Go with a 15 centimeters, 7 kilogram float. Hook. Let's go with a size size 6, size 4. That's quite large. That's what she said. And we'll go with brown trout. Yeah, we'll just start with maggots for now. We'll see what we get. How many do I have? Maggot there. Okay, and set to about 2.5 meters deep. Let's go shallow for a minute. Let's see if anything's on the surface. 50 centimeters. Here we go. Big chunky float, fairly shallow. Let's see if anything is hunting for insects. Sorry. Right, gram. Gram, I assume? What did I say? 7 grams, sorry. 7 kilogram. There we go. There's my float indicator. How are we doing? Oh, whoa, that's a deep lake. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Okay. So we're 30 meters out. Hang on. Fucking try to make sure the line is taut. Yeah, let's see if there's any fish cruising on the surface. There may not be. Why, 3,000 people watching a weird man fishing. Not even fishing. The sad European. VR fishing. So not even real fishing. And to answer your question, I don't know. Go play games, all of you. Sod off. Go play games, watch a film or something. Why are you watching this? Oh, hang on. Something's nibbling. Something's nibbling. So wait until the bait is in its mouth. Oh, no. No strike? Oh. Maybe it was too small to pull the float down. Okay. No strike. Well, it didn't take the maggots, so we're okay. Yeah, I was waiting for it to pull the so once the float goes under the water, the fish has got it in its mouth, and you strike. So you pull the bait sideways, and the hook, which was hidden inside the bait, enters its lips. Pull the line taut. Okay, I guess I just needed to strike sooner then. So when you when you're doing float fishing, you make sure that there's enough weight so only the teeny tiniest bit of the float is sticking up out of the water. So this is so that if the fish bite the bait, they don't feel anything suspicious. It doesn't take much to... There we go. Up the drag. It's coming towards us, so that's when we reel. Yeah, it's fairly small, whatever it is. There we go. Hello. What are you? A northern snakehead. Ooh, what is this thing? So it's the first one I've ever caught. Sell it for $8 or release it for experience. Ah. Okay, so 50 centimeters and 48 grams. Ah. What should I do with it? Sell it? Probably sell it. So what is that then? A northern snakehead? Tell me about a northern snakehead. Here they are. A northern snakehead is considered to be one of the most dangerous fish for ecosystems around the world. This perch-like fish, which means it's predatory, from the snakehead family is a ruthless predator, eating many other species of fish along with their eggs. It can survive in very difficult conditions and travel across land? I beg your pardon? It can reach up to 100 centimeters in length and weigh up to 8 kilograms. Best to catch in the morning, noon, or evening, with straight, slow, straight lift and drop. I see these are just spinner, so yeah, predatory. Why is it? Is it because it's invasive? Invasive. Why is it dangerous? One of the most dangerous fishes for ecosystems. Guys, why is it dangerous? Is it just it's invasive? Maryland has a huge problem with snakeheads. Okay. Oh, it does look like a snake. I see. Yeah. So just like a carp, they keep eating their way through ecosystems, do they? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Super invasive, very invasive, unstoppable hunger. Oh. It practices fracking. Okay. Damn it, I want to go fishing. Playing this game makes me realise that I really want to go fishing. It's too warm. Today's too warm. There's no way. Got to wait until it cools down a bit. If it gets too warm, the fish just... It's weird, because what I've been reading tells me that the fish would... Their metabolism is tied to the water temperature, so the warmer it gets, generally they need to eat. Hang on. There we go. Strike. But speaking to the anglers at the side of the lake, they keep telling me that the later it gets in the day and the warmer it gets, the more the carp specifically start to just not feed. So I don't know what's going on there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Doesn't feel too big. Nah, it's not too big. We've got maximum drag on. It's not really pulling much. Should we get the method feeder out? Let's get the method feeder out. Hang on. Oh, what are you? Hello. Whoa. Okay, ease up a bit. Hello. Oh, you're a rainbow trout. Oh, wow. I caught one on a float. How peculiar. A new record as well. Blimey. So it is a, yeah, so 0.54. Wow. 4.04 kilograms. Lovely. Beautiful fish. Yeah, I thought you normally get these on the spinners. I didn't realise I could get it with a maggot. Yeah, sell it. Most definitely. Oh, I've just leveled up. Cool. Rank 5. What can I get? Let's have a look then. Lower prices for everything in the shop by 10%. Oh, no, I've already got that one. Use an auger in ice fishing. Use boats. Sea fish under the water plus 3 seconds. What's this? Sorry. Hunter vision. Rank 1. Unlock. What's hunter vision? Is that just when I... Hang on. What, is that? What's hunter vision? Anyone know? Sorry? Right, hang on. Let's just switch over to... Bigger beard. Get a bigger beard. Mouse on the screen? Sorry. Yeah, that happens whenever I open the inventory. Can't really get rid of it. Okay. It's like chuckle vision. I hope not. Yeah, let's switch over to a method feeder. Also, let's try a bit of corn. Hang on. Try a bit of corn. Make the hook length longer. Much longer. Okay. Awkward to cast, though. Like so. Hang on. There we go. Okay. That was a stupid and rushed choice. You need more experience buffs. Well, there wasn't one available. I already got the 10% experience buff. Okay, bit of sweet corn. In the middle of the water layer there. See if there's anything feeding. How does a method feeder look? I'll show you momentarily. I've got one on the table next to me. I also need a sugary beverage, I think. Feeling a bit tired. Okay. So what's hunter vision? Can I press anything underwater? Does it like go bloop? Moving that to one side just by spinning my head. Maybe there's nothing feeding in this layer of the water. Looking for stuff falling from the surface, insects or whatever. Oh, hello, something's swimming over there. Oh, something's swimming closer. What's that? Looks like most of the fish, yeah, stuff's on the surface. Or deeper. Is this as relaxing as the real life fishing? Not enough snacks. Real life fishing, your hand is always going into a cooler next to you full of snacks or beer or whatever. Not that I can really drink when I go fishing because I've got to drive. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any luck here, are we? Nothing's in the middle of the lake. It's either ledgering, so deep down, or on the surface. Okay. Just reel it in. I can just do that. There we go. Instantly reel it in. Right, bear with me just a second. I'm just going over to my desk. Just going to pour myself a quick bit of cola. Anyway, for the people joining the stream, I hope you're okay. Yeah, just doing some VR fishing. Just chilling. After this, I'm going to crack on with the latest bullshittery. So, a game called Hold Fast. Yeah. Give me just a second. Thank you, Defonsi and Dodge. Thank you. Sorry, just having a quick drink there without bashing the microphone. Let's also put on some different Zen music. What else is here? Relaxing music for stress relief. Let's try this. Right, there we go. Oh, pardon me. Right. Hang on. Minimize, maximize. Fucking hell. Display VR view. There we go. Right, so yeah, let's try the method feeder. Let's give that a go. So, yeah, 200. Cool. So let me show you this then. So if we go over to the equipment screen. So you're looking at the Steam VR view right now. So get rid of the float. So we're going to try some ledgering. So ledgering means that you're weighing it all down. You're weighing down your bait at the bottom of the lake, so that you're trying to get the biggest fish that are cruising, or often the bottom feeders like carp. So feeders, method feeder. Here we go. So equip the method feeder. So this is a method feeder, and I have one right here. Hang on. So, this is a method feeder. So effectively, it is a plastic. I suppose it's like a plastic cradle. It's got these ribs on it here and a weight underneath. Now, the purpose of the weight is to make sure that it falls this side down on the lake bed. And what you're doing here is, well, what you do first is you would take. So let me start from the beginning. Your main line is threaded all the way through this end. This is just to stop tangles here. And on this end, you tie the hook. So the hook length comes out here. Now, the hook you place in this plastic device here. Sorry, bear with me a second. Just verifying that the camera's picking up. Yeah, it's cool. So the hook you would place in this plastic mold. There's you see that little circle in the bottom there? That's where you place your hook and your bait. And then you fill this mold with ground bait. So like a paste, I suppose, that you've mixed with water. It can be anything, really. There's lots of mixes that you can buy these days, but it's often like a bread, or like bread and sweet corn and lard or whatever mixed together. But over on Tuesday, I was using a feeder much like this one, and I was using bloodworm, so like a powdered bloodworm flavor type thing, like insect protein. And it was all, you mix it with water and it becomes like a dough. Put it in here. And then you do this. You press the mold down onto it, like that. You press it right down. You squeeze it really, really tight. And then pop the edges. And what you will get, you'll have a circular dome with your hook bait presented at the top. So the fish, as they come swimming along, will find, because they can't see they can't see the whole apparatus, it's all hidden, they will find a ball of food waiting for them at the bottom of the lake. No sign of a hook. No sign of a hook, no sign of the tackle, because it's all hidden. Some people even put silicone tubing here, or even tungsten tubing, so a weighted piece of tube, so that all of this is buried in the silt. They can't see anything. So they start feeding the bottom feeding fish, and they come, and of course it's at that moment that, you've been tricked. There was a hook there all along, and they end up ingesting the hook, and in their panic, they lift up. So the fish, if you picture the fish, it will lift up and try to move away, but of course they've now got a hook in their mouth with a weight, so the weight will shift. That's when your line detects. So you can feel the weight move, but also the weight of the feeder is often enough to hook the fish, because it will pull the hook down into their mouth, or the fish may panic further and try to swim away desperately, and voila, you've hooked a fish. So at this point, you've got the whole fish and the method feeder, and you start hooking it in. So this is the method feeder. Now, bear in mind, exactly as I said, this is an inline weight, which means that the weight goes through, so your main line goes through the weight, so from here to here. So if something goes wrong, if it snaps, the whole thing slides off. The method feeder slides off, falls to the bottom of the lake, and the fish is safe. The fish is all it has in its mouth is a hook, and again, it's barbless. It just spits out the hook 2 seconds later or whatever, and it's safe. So that's what happened to me on Tuesday. I lost one of my 2 method feeders. And it's my own damn fault. I fucked up. I didn't set my reel properly. It very quickly hit the 6-pound breaking strain that I had on my main line, and just the carp just snapped it. Oops. So yeah, let's try one of these. Right. Also, what else do I have on my desk while we're here? Hang on. Oh yeah, let me show you these. Right. Sorry, we've got like a show and tell thing going on. So here are the weights that I mentioned. So this is one of the inline weights. So mainline goes through it. So you can note, same as the method feeder, mainline through, mainline breaks, fish is safe. It just falls to the floor. In contrast, this is just a regular weight. So you would just tie that straight on. Tying that on would be known as I suppose a fixed rig would be the term for it, as opposed to an inline rig. Bad. No, don't do that. Don't do that. What some people do is they do what's called a semi-fixed rig, which is where they have a plastic, similar to that really. There's a plastic, what's it called? Sorry, a line clip. It's like a clip that has the main line going through it. So in the event of a main line snap, this weight also falls off. But again, most people just fuck that. Just have an inline weight with the main line that goes through it. Don't bother with these. Don't do that. Not good for the fish's safety. Next, let me show you these. These are boilies. Might be a bit hard to see. So these are the compressed marbles of insect protein with different flavour. So you can't actually see the colours, but this one is actually bright yellow. It's a pineapple boilie that's about 16 millimeters in size, and this is a 12 millimeter vanilla boilie, I think. So they're not. I can crush them. Hang on. There we go. So you can crush them and break them up if you wish. So they don't, you can easily turn them into a powder and sprinkle them through the water. See? So they're not like a solid marble, but they do resist nibbles very, very well, which means if you're having trouble with nuisance fish, small fish that you don't want to catch, boilies are the way to go. Many anglers consider boilies to be a bit of a scam because they are very easy to make. Very easy to get the ingredients to make a boilie and just a bit of flavour and make them yourself en masse for pennies. But of course, you can buy bags of these things for pounds, and lots of endorsement like, hey, buy these boilies, they're the best. It's a lot of anglers. I don't know what to think really, because I'm still quite new to the hobby, but there's a lot of salt around boilies. A hell of a lot of nipples? Why are you saying nipples? Did I say nipples? Anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of anger surrounding the boilies because they seem to be a bit of a money maker, despite the extreme cheapness of being able to make them, because they're just compressed balls that you just boil in water for like 30 seconds. Fucking, with a bit of, do they have egg whites in there? I'm not sure. Sorry, pardon me. Oh. Anyway, sorry, just doing a bit of a random show and tell. Oh yes, look at this. Don't laugh at me, I'm sorry, don't laugh at me. This is my sonar. This is my sonar that I keep babbling on about. So this is the float that goes bloop in the water. This is the Wi-Fi antenna that broadcasts back to the bank, and then beneath it, boop, boop. So this little dome is going boop, boop, into the water to give me a depth reading. So this is the heavy thing that I was splashing in the water on Tuesday, getting some funny looks from the anglers. But yeah, it's Don't hate me. It's fun. It's cool. It's a little tech thing. Yeah. See, typically what you do is use one of these. So this is what I was talking about yesterday. I found it. This is the weight that you would drop to the bottom of the lake with these. I guess it's just like feature finding. It's called a feature finding weight, I think. Effectively, it's designed to get snagged on things. So falls to the bottom of the lake. and you can judge what the lake consistency is. Is it sliding smoothly because it's on dirt? Is it getting caught because it's on weeds? Is it going tap 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 because it's on stones? That's the purpose of this weight. So you're supposed to do that with for a while to judge the depth and consistency of the lake bed, or you could be lazy and use a sonar, like I do. Does the sonar scare the fish away? No, they can't detect it. They've got no means of detecting it. They're not dolphins. Right. Hang on. Why's that clicking? Sorry, I'm hitting the interface. Anyway, so those are some bits I've got for a show and tell. I've got some other bits stacked up in front of me as well. Smaller floats. Okay. Ooh, let me show you this. Look, cage feeder. Isn't it adorable? It's a tiny little plastic cage where you just stuff some bread or something in there and just tie it to your main line further up, and of course the bread starts disintegrating in the water and sprinkling it. It's a tiny little cage. Yeah. I have my box of toys. Right. Sorry. Let me have another quick drink. Thank you, Billy Jack. Thank you. Right. Ooh, thank you very much. Wow. Thank you, Defonzi, Dodge Game, Ratneck, Guether, Connor, Cacklewood, DL4000, Dragon K, Scotty, Gonril, and Pattyberg. Thank you, all of you, for your kindness. Holy shit, thank you sincerely. Thank you. Right, hold on. So, let's switch over to the method feeder. So, there's our method feeder. So, yeah, we could just use sweet corn pressed into the mold. That's what I was doing I was doing that on Tuesday. What can this catch then? Tench. Can it catch tench? They like maggots, though, to be fair. Tench really prefer maggots. Koi carp. It can indeed catch koi carp. Japanese eel and tench. Okay. So we'll use a bit of sweet corn. But on the actual method feeder, we're going to need something pressed into it. Feeder baits. Vanilla. Okay. That looks like a boilie on its model, but it should be like a powder. There we go. My hands are the wrong way around. Where is that then? Can I have a look? That is a tiny method feeder. Hold up. No. Oh, there's no hook. Equip. Size 4 hook. It's still quite large, but okay. Where is it? So there's the glob of sweet corn there, the kernel of sweet corn. So this isn't quite set up as I described. I guess maybe it's a gameplay limitation. But can you see, so as I would say, so that method feeder would be covered in food, and this would be pressed inside it, hidden. In fact, what many people do is that they further pick up a great big handful of method feeder mix, and they squash it around the feeder further to really bury it and get rid of any nuisance fish that could come along and nibble. There we go. Oh fuck, did I change? Oh fuck me. No, I fucked up. Hold up. We don't have a method feeder rod. Hang on. So let's get feeder rod equip. So this is important. So is it all okay? Yeah, sweet corn size 4. So this rod that I've got now has a quiver tip on it. So a quiver tip means that effectively you'd have to turn the rod sideways from the lake. But what you do is you don't watch anything in the lake. There's no float or anything. Instead, you watch the tip of the rod. So you would sit back on your chair, you'd rest it against your leg to keep it stable, and you're just watching for when the tip moves, indicating that fish are nibbling. The quiver tip that I've got has I've got 2 different quiver tips. I've got I think it's a 1 gram and a 1.5 gram. It's that refined, as in it can detect the slightest movement. And what you're waiting for is for the tip to lurch sideways, indicating that a fish has picked up the feeder. Oh, are we quivering? The line isn't taut. My line isn't taut. Oh, I'm moving the feeder. Hold up, have I fucked up? Maybe cast it further. Maybe I'm applying logic to a VR game that isn't using it. Hang on. I've still got the sweet corn on the line. There we go. There we go. How deep are we talking? Yeah, normally you need to keep the line very taut. Yeah, okay, I guess it's not doing it from a gameplay perspective. Yes, the tip quivers. Wow, this is a deep lake. Holy shit. It's still going. There we go, 8.5 meters deep. Blimey. So let's see if the tip of the line will quiver on me. To also keep my hand still, because... No, they're not going for it. Hello. No. I don't seem to be going for it. Can I pull the line taut? Yeah, the line needs to be taut, otherwise the quiver tip just isn't going to work. So he's just going slack on me. Oh. Something was feeding there. Something had a go at the method feeder. Fuck. Come on. Another thing that I can't do in fuck. Another thing I can't do in VR is I can't rest the rod against my leg and therefore feel vibrations. And just reset the... There we go. Too little bait in the feeder, of course, so it's dissolved. There we go. Too little bait in the feeder? Should we buy some different? What else is here? Vanilla. Also, we should probably put a boilie on this rather than different bait. You want to disguise it with the feeder. Hang on. So what's this here? Gingerbread herbal. Carp, silver carp. How much is this? Extortionate! Sweet coriander, coriander even. Koi carp, there we go. Let's try some of this. Buy a couple of bits of this. So that's... What type of bait am I looking at here? So that it is the method bait. Okay, sweet coriander. Equip. And presumably I've got to buy in separate bait. There we go. Da, 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 da. Coriander. Oh, you don't get the different flavours? Huh. Guess you don't. Unequip. There we go. Equip a boilie. Resume. Yeah, typically you want to match the colour. You want to use the same... Right. Let's try again. So we just got boilies now. Rest the rod against my leg. Yeah. Oh, is that vibration? So typically it's very obvious, as I mentioned. You'll see the quiver tip lurch in real life. Oh, are you guys just laughing at quiver tip? Is that what you guys are doing? Huh. Good luck with it, Bakari lasagna. What? Nah, fuck. Okay, let me... Nah. The fish have nibbled on the fish. Too little bait, but there is bait there. What have I done wrong here? Too little bait on the feeder. So what's this, backup bait? Must be doing something incorrectly. Let's, what's this here? Oh, no, hang on. I saw this before. Okay. So what's this? Like a stocked pond, maybe? Oh, there's koi. Oh, I'm not fishing in someone's decorative koi pond, am I? You know, the ornamental ponds? Am I going to get yelled at by angry businessmen? Let's try going here then. Also, do we have any ground bait? Feeder bait. Ground bait. There we go. Sweet coriander. Buy. Equip. Resume. Hold for the... Yeah, chuck in the ground bait. Here we go. Right. Stand up. Don't fuck it up. So that should expand in the water and scatter... There we go. There we go. No, cast that further. There we go. Right. So ground baiting is a, well, ancient practice, really. You would go several hours ahead and start throwing in bait into one area of the lake. Bottom feeding fish will start congregating there, trying to find it, and they'll stay there for hours. Hell, some people ground bait for days. They go to a venue and discreetly chuck in the ground bait in one particular area. And then, of course, when they arrive to do their fishing, the biggest fish will be in this one area. Is that vibrating? Yep. Nope. Fuck. Oh, yeah, that was a vibration. Come on. That was a hit. Fuck. Shit, fuck. No, okay. That's not far enough. There we go. So ideally you want to cast further out, so you disturb the water further away and you don't alarm the fish. Again, so you're not hunting predatory fish here. So you're hunting skittish bottom feeders, which are hard to get. So splashes in the water will cause them to flee because they'll think it's like a predator, like a heron or something. I wonder what I'm doing wrong here. Let me just fly the rod against the ground so we can see the quiver tip move. Yes, indeed. Nice job. Yes. The fishing license money goes towards our our like our wildlife like fishery type in like a regulatory body, cleaning up pollution and all the crap, making sure that our waterways are healthy. Hey, that was one. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It lifted up the method feeder. Whoa, okay. Ease up on the drag. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's tiny, isn't it? Is it the tiniest? Really? Come on. Oh, I've caught my first carp. I've caught my first carp, everybody. As you can see, clearly the king of coarse fishing. A 12 centimeter, 0.15 kilogram. Is it crucian carp? I'm not sure how these are pronounced. I've never caught one before. It's a specific type of carp. Yeah. So it's quite full-bodied. It's quite round compared to a sleeker carp, like a common carp. What is this fucking minnow? Fuck me. No experience I've released. Just release it back. It's very accommodating. Look, see, the game thinks it's huge when I release it. It does that animation. It releases an enormous fish. It's just a bug. God damn it. God fucking damn it. My first carp and it's a fucking piss take. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, no, that goes in the trophy room. Are you joking? We're going to have to check the trophy room in a minute, aren't we? To see this ridiculously small thing. Because you frame the first one that you catch there. Okay, hang on. So, equip. Oh, that's ground bait, isn't it? I just want regular bait. Yeah, let's buy some more. And feeder bait. Yeah, garlic? Garlic? They eat garlic? Do they? Not heard of garlic. There we go. So I want to cast it further away again and just drag it over your ground bait. Don't splash the water directly ahead. See, on some venues, the carp have figured out the ground baiting technique, and so what they do is that they've realised that any ground bait that floats in the water when they strike their tails against the silt is safe, because anything that doesn't move is weighed down. So they figured that out. They've actually realised that if they swim over the ground bait and knock it with their tails, they can swim back and eat anything that's floating in the water layer. So what anglers do is they use what's called a zig rig, which is so everything is still weighted, but your bait floats. So you've got like what's called a pop-up boilie. A boilie that's buoyant in the water, and you use a hook that floats, so just a floating hook, and also a buoyant hook length. So your bait is suspended several inches in the water. So the carp come along, and they're all like, "Hey, we're going to knock your ground bait in the air," and they get caught out by this floating bait. There we go. Quiver tip moved. Oh, hello. What are you? You're small though. Oh, it's a tench. New record, it's a tench. I love tench. Yeah, this is the fishing that I do. So the tench is not immediately obvious when you look at it like this, but when it's swimming in the water, it's got these beautiful dark fins that unfurl around it, and the way that it moves in the water is very elegant. The tench was known as the doctor fish back in medieval times because there was folklore surrounding the gel that covers its body, its anti-parasite film, that it has healing properties. It doesn't. But yes, it was known as the doctor fish because they believed that it would heal other fish, that other fish would rub themselves against it in order to heal injuries. It's nonsense. It's a very, very timid fish. It hangs out in undergrowth and lilies and stuff. It's hard to get tench biting. They love their natural food, so they don't typically go for boilies like carp do. They love to go for maggots and casters and stuff. So when I caught my first tench, I was very excited. A very beautiful fish. I've fallen in love with them ever since. Wonderful fish, the tench. Okay, so sell that tench. Right. Sweet. Okay, looking at the time though, everybody, I think I've run out of it today. Sorry. But no, I hope that stream was okay. I need to go and work on Holdfast bullshittery now. So yeah, before we go, let's leave the venue. Okay. And go to the trophy room. Where is it? With the super loud fire for some reason. Hang on. So we've got like a... Oh, wow, okay. Hey, look at this. That's a fish. Bull trout, 6.38 kilograms. So that is a substantial fish. So, yeah, 86 centimeters in length. That is a fish. What is this? Cutthroat trout. Right, sure you are. Okay, 20 centimeters. What's that up there? That's a rainbow trout, isn't it? We can go check that out. Oh, wow, look, there's more. Let's go this way. Oh, there we go. There we go. What's this then? Rainbow trout. Fishery from Japan. That's the one I caught a moment ago. So 54 centimeters, 4.04 kilograms. Anything further? Let's go check out that one over there. This reminds me of a game called Carnivores, where you used to hunt dinosaurs. You get to sort of roam around looking at giant stuffed dinosaurs. Right, brown trout. Cool. 65 centimeters, 3.31 kilograms. Ooh. Pretty fish. Can I jump? No, gotta go back around again. Oh, the trophy room is a bit awkward to navigate. Hang on. Need to remember to move my legs on the spot, otherwise it feels like I'm sliding, and then I get quite motion sick. Oh, what the fuck? Who even makes wooden frames of that size? Why is this here as well? It's next to an enormous brook trout that is 62 centimeters, and then there's this little piss stain. Look at it! I've had goldfish that are bigger than this. Why? Fucking open up like a fucking tin of sardines from Asda and then put it on your wall. Look more impressive than that. Hang on. How do I get through the door? There we go. What else have I fished? Ooh. Ah, that's one of those... Oh no, burbot. That's one that I got from the Betty Lake, isn't it? Oh god, is it moving? Is it just me? No, it's just me when I turn my head. Holy shit, I thought it was alive. That was creepy. Nothing around there. Oh, look, fish up there. I had loads of different fish. Holy crap. I don't know how that's pronounced. ID? 36 centimeters. Ooh, hello. Ah, the pumpkin seed. Not too bad. 31 centimeters. Yeah, the trophy room is making me queasy, actually. It's all this motion, all this sliding around. And then lastly, that invasive species, the northern snakehead, and the tench. Ah, right. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you very much. Ah, nice tench. Right, so, hang on a tick. Oh yeah, it's gone bright red for the frame rate performance in the trophy room. I don't think it's very well optimized. Okay. Right, so I'm going to bugger off and get on with the editing today. I've got much to do, so I need to keep working on Holdfast Bullshittery Part 1. And yeah, that's it really. So I'm going to take this headset off because it's squishing my head in. Thank you, Pyromancer, Ambiguous Martian, B95, Lithos, Gruffy Wuffy, Killer Konami, Lynn the Weeb, Muans, Commander Toucan, Arch, Lord Kerathon, Cheesy Cheeseburger, Sturm, Pugoff, Zarthus, Hinty, and Pattyberg. Holy shit, thank you for your sub bomb. And Boiled Donut and Pattyberg again. Thank you, all of you. You're so generous to me. Thank you for your kindness, folks. I really, really appreciate it. Right, time to crack on with this Holdfast bullshittery, and I'll get the video to you as soon as I can. Have a lovely afternoon, everybody, and have a lovely, lovely weekend. Bear with me. Let me have a look and see who's streaming. So, ZF Yuki is doing Warzone. Let's have a look. Cool. So he's the only one on right now. I will hand you over to him then. So thank you again, folks. This is ZF Yuki. All the best. Take care. Have a lovely weekend.